Test.
3, 2, 1.
So the Blippy costume came today.
Oh, you're so upset about that.
No, I'm not. It came today.
The replacement costume?
The replacement. So I'm going to pick him up today as Blippy.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed for him.
Yeah, I think he's going to be fired up. You think he'll notice the difference?
Yeah, he's going to notice the difference. I showed him the old hat, and he was like, Bippy.
Yeah, but will he notice that I'm Blippy?
Of course. You think he's going to not know that it's you?
Well, he doesn't notice there's replacement Blippies all the time, and he doesn't notice. It's still Blippy.
He accepts those as actors.
So if I come, again, he's just going to see me through the glass. You don't think he'll notice?
I think you're weird.
I don't know.
I'm coming.
I'm
definitely coming with you guys.
I want to be like an outlandish Blippy, like show up with cigarettes.
I think you'll be
a flask,
completely banned from
put
our
Coke
school.
on my nose. You know
Tommy, it's a school.
I know. That would be hilarious, though.
To whom?
To me.
That's all that matters.
Hilarious. One of the other teachers got to find it funny. If there's a dad there, he's got to, you know what I mean? Especially in the wheelhouse that we're at time-wise, because they all fucking know who Blippy is. You know what I mean? They all fucking know. Not everybody out in America knows, or in the world, but the people that, you know, if you're the parent of a 2 to 4 year old right now, you know the fuck Blippy is.
But he goes through fire stations, so girls aren't into fire trucks necessarily as much as guys are.
I don't know. I still think the girls know who Blippy is.
I don't know.
I think they know.
I'm scared for my future. What's up, dirties? It's February of 2022. Last month was the longest month of the year. Just when you think that December...
It's been the only month of the year. The only month of the year.
No, but like December, I'm still traumatized by it.
Okay.
I'm still living deep in my holiday PTSD.
Welcome to 2022. Get on board.
So we go from that dead man's zone between Christmas and New Year, and then January is 31 days. I feel like our grind is just, I mean, if I'm being honest, it's like I don't even see you that much anymore. I love you.
Yeah, you go out. Your errands take all day.
On purpose.
Yeah, I don't imagine. I don't imagine.
So today we're going to talk about wedding. And, you know, I just want to preface this by saying if anyone has questions from the wedding, the bachelor party, the engagement, anything related, because I know it's wedding season, fire off all the DMs that you'd like, and we'll definitely do some Q&A follow-ups to this.
Yeah, if you want to know... you know, any of the places that we worked with as well. My wife got a record of all that too. They were all, anybody that we worked with in the wedding, we highly recommend.
We already covered that I'm not a Monica Geller, but I guess the fact that the one thing that I always cared about was going to be my makeup.
And you looked like wood.
And my dress. Even if I was in a state of shock and mourning over my dad passing, I still would always want my wedding dress and my makeup to be on point.
Yeah, you didn't, no fittings. Like, I, as far as the tux is concerned, I actually should have bought my own tux. I didn't. I rented it from a place. We rented everybody's tuxes. They were, you know, pretty generic. It wasn't anything exceptional. The only thing I had.
And you paid for everyone's tux, didn't you?
Yeah, that was my gift to them.
That's another thing.
That was my gift to them.
We were talking about.
But make no mistake, also, we didn't pay for everything the same price that everybody else is paying.
Well, when people know that you're going to be on television, they know that they're getting priceless advertising that will be
forever, especially now with streaming. It's into perpetuity. Forever that stuff is out there.
Right. So if someone watches our wedding in Dubai, they're going to reach out to LA because everyone all over the world says the best of everything is in LA.
Yes.
So that's one of the, you know, I've had my wedding planner, Leora, has gone on a plane to different countries. People like in, I mean, you know it, in Australia, people all over the country.
But even Leora,
they'll be like, we want her.
Even Leora, she was exceptional. But part of the reason that she, you know, was so exceptional, she knew that this was her homage to the world and how I put on a wedding. You know what I mean? So everybody's really putting their best foot forward. They're giving you a great deal on everything. So, like, it's one of the benefits, quite frankly.
And
you
I'll
know,
do-
other people out there, don't think that your wedding's going to be any less than our wedding. It's just, we were very fortuitous. We
You're
were
probably going to pay a little bit more.
Exactly. You're never going to be able to have the wedding that we had on the same budget.
Well,
it's just not possible.
Because, so I'll take another step. For anyone who has any questions, you can send us a DM and we will give you the contact info for all of the purveyors.
Yes. And tell them that we sent you. Maybe they give you a little bit of a break. I'm just not making any promises.
I want the break to the kickback to come back to
us.
us.
Yeah.
Because I want to have Shams's birthday party around the corner.
Yeah.
I want to use maybe the same DJ and etc.
Yeah.
Hey, Leora, if you're out there and you're listening to this, please let's get Shams's
But the
party.
only thing that I had to have as far as my attire was we were all wearing Jordans.
So you got the tux, you covered the rental. And see, the reason I loved last week when we were talking about not making your guests spend too much money, especially if you add up like just the tux, just the shoes. That was, which one of your friends said that they would never ever wear Jordans because he's against it ethically?
Well, my buddy Kocher.
Are we allowed to say? Are we allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, he wore them the day of, and then after the ceremony and the reception, all that, he took them off and gave them back to me. So he technically didn't
and he's
enjoy
the same size as you.
He didn't enjoy his bridal gift as much as everybody else.
So Tommy, I see him in the closet the other day, and he's lacing up these brand new Jordans, and I was like, why do they look brand new? I mean, you've been wearing them for 4 years. How long have you been married by now? It'll be our 5-year anniversary.
Years. Shams will be 3, so yeah, it'll be our 4-year wedding. We were married a year before he was born, so it'll be our 4-year wedding anniversary.
Okay. So you're lacing up these shoes that you wear off and on for the last 4 years, and they were in really good shape.
No. The opposite.
The Kocher ones?
Yeah, the opposite. I have the pair from my wedding that I wear around that are still in very good shape. The Kocher ones are, we were going somewhere, and if we're going somewhere, I'll wear those because they're in pristine shape. They've only been worn.
That's exactly what I just said.
Maybe 3 or 4 times.
No, but that's like just last week I find this out that Kocher is ethically opposed to Jordans.
Yeah, all that. All that. All that. Sweatshop.
Can we shout out his YouTube while we're at it?
Yeah.
Anthony Kocher on YouTube. He has amazing shows. Okay, so I'm just going to jump into my dress debacle. Yeah. I had 3 wedding dresses.
Looks. 3 wedding looks.
For the rehearsal dinner, I had this beautiful lace. We'll call it like a tank dress because the cut was just like a tank dress below the knee, body sheer illusion, hand sewn with beautiful beads. I'll probably wear it like this year. It's like, take me somewhere.
You're never gonna
wear it. Maybe I will. It's like a beautiful dress.
It was. That at least fit you. Your wedding dress didn't fit you.
And then part 2, the wedding dress. It just pains me to talk about it. Yeah. The dress designer, amazing guy, amazing everything. Pedram, Kocher. Yeah. But
your mother hates them.
Well, we had
hate's a strong word.
We had a fallout over the dress, and he didn't even know why I was upset. And so I told him, I was like, it didn't even stay on my shoulders. One of the problems what Tommy said was that I didn't try on my dress enough in advance. Yeah.
Well, that's on them too. They're from Louisiana, so they're not here. But they were like, yeah, no, it won't be that big a deal. We'll do it to
New Orleans. So the wedding dress designer is Pedram Kocher, and they did my reunion looks. They made 2 beautiful. The red jumper for me, gorgeous. They made Nini's white jumper. They made this other yellow one. Remember, gorgeous. And then he was like, my gift to you is going to be making your dress. And again, this is all supposed to be great exposure for him too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So we didn't. So yeah,
but he's a well-known designer. He didn't just fall out of the back of a truck. He's a very popular designer. He's a very popular Persian designer. Couture, whatever. I don't know any of that nonsense. I'm just saying
not just designing handkerchiefs in his garage.
But he's a popular designer.
Right.
Yes.
He's got his shit together.
He's pretty large in charge too, man. We took them out to dinner. I thought that was my gift to them, and. Wow, man. Wow. Some people that are girthy don't necessarily eat a lot, or if they You know, I have a friend of mine that's girthy, that when we go out to eat, he's not going to eat a lot in front of strangers. He's just not going to do that.
Oh, boy.
These guys were not shy. Let's just put it that way. They were not shy. It was an expensive dinner. I thought I was going to have to wash dishes afterwards. It was a lot. Whoa, all right. But go ahead, man. Tell your side of the story.
I mean, you're basically saying these guys were so fat and they ate so much.
I didn't say anything close to that. You just said that. I thought I was pretty evasive.
You're like, they're girthy and they ate everything and the food cost quadruple.
Well, listen, it was expensive. But go ahead.
One of my biggest regrets of the wedding was that I didn't have proper attention to how the dress was going to turn out or the fittings. About a week before.
They were in, they should have known that too.
2 weeks before we had the bachelorette party in Vegas, there was going to be a fitting in Vegas.
Yeah. They were coming as part of your batch. So yes, that was one. It was I think it was a month, because it was a month. You should have done one 2 weeks before and you didn't. So they did the one in Vegas, and then they did the one like 3 days before the wedding.
No, so
they flew the girl out.
There was supposed to be a fitting in Vegas. They came to Vegas. I think they brought the dresses, and the bottom hem was about 6 inches off the ground. So not only did it not cover my platform shoe, but it also exposed my ankles. Now, I've seen all kinds of wedding dresses, but I've never seen a dress that was a mermaid cut, right?
I hate mermaid. You love it.
It's cheesy.
It's so cheesy.
A mermaid cut, but then it had the ruffle of it actually came up my shin and exposed my ankles.
And the feet. You want to keep those things covered on your wedding
Well,
day.
I think your ankles include your feet.
It's true. Your ankles try to not be mentioned in the same breath.
So I basically said, we're going to have to find a way to make this dress longer. How can you ever make something longer? You can hem. Yeah, you can hem something. And I was like, well, then it's a Kocher dress. Add something from the top. And that way you're going to have to extend it by adding something from the top. I mean, there was no other way unless she could have attached a ruffle underneath the hem to connect it and make it longer. It would have been an amazing improvisation that no one was going to notice except for us. But it was way more noticeable to go ahead and walk down the aisle the way I ended up walking down the aisle, which is with a dress that just did not reach the floor or even go past my ankles.
It took you fucking forever.
The second problem was with the dress was up here at the, what do you call this?
Something ripped, right? Something ripped.
At the shoulders.
Yeah.
The shoulders, it didn't rip. It wasn't finished. So the dress basically, it's interesting that I chose this top today. It wasn't a finished dress. Like Project Runway, when they have something and it's just not done yet. Mm-hmm. The sheer illusion was just tulle. Tulle is that ballet fabric.
Okay.
So all of the structure was just falling literally off of my body. Like it was like this just going like this down, 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 off the shoulder, off the tit, and sliding off. So I was able to sit with a little nip slip here and there.
Well,
and by sit, I mean at the altar you sit.
Yeah, at times.
In the Persian custom. At
times you looked picturesque, but then it was just like if you had to start moving around, you had to start living and like walking. And the dress, like you said, it looked like it wasn't finished. Like it would just start to fall here, fall there. But like I said,
it was a little heartbreaking, to be honest. But I still have that dress right here. Mm. And I still have a dream that maybe one day Pedram, Kocher, and I can finish the dress, and maybe we can wear it together at another wedding-like ceremony.
Cabo Cantina. We'll go out for drinks.
In my dream, I'm gonna have a vow renewal situation where I can wear the dress and do my vows to you. Don't you think that's a good idea? So what happened was I had a little bit of like a freak out, but I didn't show it. There was a fitting at Rez's house when he lived in Hancock Park, and when we had Pedram and his seamstress, and we were like, well, needs to be done over by the shoulders, and the floor needs to be done. And they didn't say no. They said, yeah, okay, don't worry, we'll take care of it. I don't know if they had just given up or they just didn't the plan was, but it just didn't get done.
Well, from what I remember, they thought that they were just going to be able to knock it out right before the wedding, and there wasn't the time. Again, we're filming, this is work, you know what I mean? So there's obligations that you have that they wanted to just spend 9 hours with her to fit her and do all this, and she just didn't have the time to. So, it was lack of planning. They should have came 2 weeks earlier to do another fitting, and in that time that they didn't come, it really it mucked things up.
I think they came, and then it was like they had...
Well, she didn't come. They needed her.
On the wedding day, they got into a fight. After the reception, I had to go upstairs because the dress was just falling down
and you put
to
on
my legs, and I had to do my next look.
Yes, which was great.
Which was great. Which was cute. I ended up wearing this beautiful beaded jumper, again, designed by Pedram Kocher, completely handmade, hand fitted, and everyone was just knocked everyone's socks off. Yes. For like whatever my body was, it made me look more slender. It was like really comfortable.
She went to it early. The plan wasn't for her
to do my first dance in my wedding dress.
Yes, the plan was for her to spend some time in the wedding dress, and then when they start
disco mode later.
Yes.
But by the way, they also dyed that bodysuit to be the exact same color as my skin, so they did a lot. So I just kind of feel like if we're gonna say the bad things, we also need to say the good things.
Listen, like I said, I'm indifferent. You look great. You didn't pick them for no reason, and they didn't get to do your dress for no reason. They're obviously very good designers. Life happens. Sometimes things get fucked up. In this particular instance.
But they could have gotten better bang for their buck if the dress was finished, because that was their brand walking down the aisle.
Yeah. Yes. I just think the whole situation's hilarious because your mother hates them so much. She starts to foam at the mouth. She sees with anger when their name comes up.
No, well, they were staying there. So Pedram also stayed in my dad's place, remember?
Yes.
While they were coming to LA.
Yes.
We wanted to host them properly. She would see them a lot.
Yes. And why are they still here?
Out of nowhere. She turns on people.
Yeah, right away.
Me included. So
and then the officiant. How we get the officiant?
No, wait. So after the wedding ceremony, I go upstairs. I have to change into the jumpsuit, and Freddie walked in because the jumpsuit. We were like, "Where is it? Where is it? Where is the jumpsuit? Where's the jumpsuit?" Freddie comes up to the suite.
That's Pedram's
partner.
Through
it, opens the door. Through it, and it goes sliding down the hallway, and then slammed the door shut. So the two of them got into a big fight on my wedding day.
Okay.
And that energy for me, with the combination of the dress and the lack of fittings and everything, it made me just feel some kind of way.
As it should. It's your day. It's your day. Put that bickering shit aside.
Yeah, I'm I'll spend hours on the phone talking to you guys long distance about your issues and talk you into salvaging your relationship and working through your problems, but
not today.
Come on.
Not today, man.
Long story short, the wedding, I think the jumpsuit was ahead of its time. Not a lot of women were doing bridal jumpers that were couture and all of those things.
You are revolutionary.
I know. So, yeah.
But like I said, the guy that did the wedding, how did we get him?
Through Leora.
That's how. All right. I didn't remember how we got him. I was thinking about the wedding in the episode. I didn't remember how he came into our world.
His wife made the soffre act.
Yes.
Okay.
Explain what that is.
So the soffre is the setting in which the bride and groom sit at the altar. So rather than standing, you saw us sitting on a little beautiful bridal bench that was covered with a white tulle that my aunts hold. And if your mom were alive, she would be up there as well. That's why Terry was there, and she and my aunts would hold a white fabric over our heads and grind sugar cane on top of our heads to bring about sweetness to our lives and to our marriage. So the sofre is a setting where all of the symbols on the sofre, which is like the table, is bringing all the good energy and all the good omen. That's why it has money for prosperity. I think golden eggs for fertility, a mirror for light, all of these beautiful like apples for health.
Yeah, they
all these beautiful symbols to like say we're giving you off to a good start with all the best juju and all the best vibes.
Yeah, he. I know that he wanted us to write letters to each other. You didn't write a letter. I wrote a letter.
We totally met at the hotel in order to have this agreement that we're gonna sit down. He was like, sit down alone.
What'd you call it, Nini? Because that's the right term for it. Yeah, the couples counseling before. Pre-marital counseling that you have to do. Yeah. When we get the marriage license?
You asked me that last week.
Okay, but we got it before, right?
We got it so far in advance that it might have expired before our wedding ceremony.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we had the marriage license. But the couples counseling. That's what we were required to do.
Pre-marital counseling.
Yeah, pre-marital counseling. Sorry, we had to do that. We went and sat down with him at the hotel.
Prenup, premarital counseling.
Yeah, we sat down with him, and he wanted us to write letters to each other. Like I said, I wrote a letter. She didn't write a letter.
What was the letter? What did it say? What was the gist?
I gave it to you. I don't remember. You got the letter.
Don't remember?
I remember yours.
What?
It was nothing. I forgot. I forgot to do that. All right, cool.
The cat ate my jumpsuit.
Yeah, the kid literally. I totally forgot. I totally spaced it. So she like, it's kind of like her vows. She didn't do the vows at all until like that day. Well, I mean, you can explain your vows. My vows were awesome. By the way, they edited my vows a little bit, which I don't know why.
What do you
because
mean?
they were fucking spectacular.
What do you mean they edited them?
They edited it. When
Like
it played
shortened
on
it?
the show, they shortened it. And it was only like 2 lines shorter. So it's like, what are you doing? But
They probably have 43 minutes.
I didn't write my vows, really. I kind of wung it. You know what I mean? But they were very good. They were very exceptional.
Winged it.
Winged it, wunged it.
Wonged it.
And yeah, then
Your vows were pretty cool, but like I don't remember a single word of them.
I bet you don't.
Do you remember?
Yeah, something about making you smile. If I could make you smile every day, then I've done my job.
You do make me smile every day.
There you go. So
Not
I've done
every
my job.
day.
I've done my job. At least once, like I said, you smile. It's my kryptonite.
Mine?
No, my kryptonite. Yeah. If you know anything about Superman kryptonite,
I know what kryptonite is.
I don't think you do. I don't think you do.
Okay.
I don't think you do.
I'm saying, who is your humor is kryptonite?
No. Your smile is my kryptonite.
Really?
Yeah.
If you see me smile, that makes you happy?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm smiling now.
There you go.
And
So
how does
I'm
that make
happy.
you feel?
I'm thrilled.
Okay.
I'm thrilled.
You're weird.
Yeah.
My advice for people when it comes to vows is don't do what I did.
Yeah. Don't do
I
this.
got so much shit from people in social
And you deserved
in
it.
the stratosphere.
She started cursing at me.
On the
She
web.
started yelling at me. It was crazy. It was crazy. Like,
You were heckling
my
me.
family. I wasn't heckling. You just were droning on, bro, because you clearly had not done any vows.
But
So
you
she
didn't
was
let me land the plane.
She was searching. She was searching for
But you didn't let me land the plane.
Yeah. Oh no, you were because you were not landing a plane. You were like, I want to love you more. So my vow is to love you more, not less.
All you had
but
to say-
more. And I want to love you more than I do now. But I want to love you more.
No, but like I was
whoa.
but
So
I should have
tried
had
to-
a cheat sheet. I should have had it written down. I just always thought it was really bad when people pulled something out and read off of an index card. I felt like there's
wing it.
no way I'm going to need.
I'll nail this. I'll knock this thing out. Let's go. First, it took like 6 hours to fucking come downstairs, bro.
That wasn't my fault.
Yeah, it was nuts. That's one thing I'll blame or the one thing I won't blame, but the one thing I'll say about Leora that she should have done is not make me come out when she made me come out. You know what I mean? I could have easily been sitting. I'm with my buddies. You know, they all flew across the country. We had the rehearsal dinner, so I got to spend some time there. But I would have liked to have hung out with my friends a little bit. But we went right to fucking sit. And because the wedding didn't have a ton of people, it wasn't like, you know, and I had 12 groomsmen. They weren't all going to stand next to me because then there would have been too empty in the crowd. So they all sat down. So it was really just me standing there
For how
like
long?
an hour and a half.
Oh my
Easy. Like standing there, fucking there, smiling. All right, the fucking camera's on me, all right? And at any point,
Oh,
she's
Lord.
coming. At any point, she's coming. You know what I mean? Is that her? Oh, no, not her. You know, it's fucking,
I'm so glad I wasn't there for
yeah,
that.
thanks. It was a fucking
I would
nightmare.
have had a heart attack.
Yes.
I would not be able to get over that.
Tell me about it, bro.
I was
Tell me about
upstairs
it.
trying to get downstairs. I
Tell
don't
me
know
about it.
what
But
was
I
going
did
on.
have a flask. So, you know, I would sit there. That was the only thing I had. So I would just, you know, so by the time she came down, I was pretty loaded.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the least I could do
Least.
is let you be down there getting tips.
Yes. And then she started fucking on her walk down the aisle. She started talking to people.
I saw some friendly faces,
Started saying hi to people.
so I stopped and kissed them. Hello.
Hey, oh, look at you. Thanks for coming. Oh, I didn't know you were going to be here. Oh, this is so great. On the way down the aisle. Oh, that was legendary. Took her long enough, and she still took longer.
I think that was something that I wasn't as embarrassed by.
No, that was pretty iconic. I think that other people might do that now based off of seeing, like, why? Why the fuck am I going to wait to say hi? And once the reception, all that shit happens, you might not get to see anybody. You know what I mean? Like, hey, listen, I see you. Hi. You know?
Yeah. Hi. Thank you for
Don't
coming.
think I didn't see you.
Love you.
Yeah, it's great to see you
Hi,
there.
you're here.
Yeah. I thought that part was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very what they call MJ-esque.
Oh, absolutely.
But
That would be your NFT for sure. Would be fucking snail walking down the aisle giving greetings.
But I just want to give advice to somebody like that's getting married.
Yeah,
don't try to wing it on your vows. Practice a lot because it's very much of an out of body experience. When you're walking down the aisle, no matter how many times you've envisioned it, it's never that calm. It's the most nervous, and there's so many eyes on you. There's so much pressure on you. And I know that people get nervous because of that day, but all the other logistics, but like the ice is going to melt, the flowers are going to die, the food's not going to be right. Don't worry about those things. You got to let that go, but get your vows right because you want to be able to like recite it like you're Shakespeare, but you're not going to be able to recite it like you're Shakespeare.
It's just unfortunate how life works, though. You know, I saw a great tweet from Donovan Mitchell. He's a basketball player the other day. I don't know if it was an old
like he
tweet.
missed a shot, a basket?
No, I found out that he's a diehard Met fan too. So I followed him, and I might have been an old tweet as a matter of fact, but he said something that, you know, sometimes in life you wish that you could go back in time and not you know, change anything or fix it, just to go through it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that would be something that I wish that we could do, would be to go back in time and have everything be the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
just to go through it again, you know?
Right.
Like, I don't mean like that you to change your vows. The shit was hilarious, dude. You know what I'm saying? Aside from cursing at me and yelling, I think she thought it was all right to curse because there were two ceremonies, all right? They did the first in Farsi, and then the second ceremony was in English. The first ceremony, the Farsi element, there's you could probably tell it better, but he says something to the effect that, you know, as who's going to do something with the women? And then, like, she's not here. You know, there's a story that he tells. And they ask 3 times. What is it?
The first time that you ask me to marry you, I have to say no.
Yes.
And it's on the 3rd time. And do you have that in your culture too? So at the Persian ceremony, the husband obviously is hand to marry you. And I have to say no and be coy and reject you a
Yeah,
couple
it's very
times.
very Persian.
before
It's
I
very
accept
Persian.
you.
Yeah, no, and I have to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
That's
we
it.
upheld the so cool tradition
Yeah.
that we actually say no.
Yeah.
No.
She went to pick flowers.
no.
She went to do.
Yeah.
It's like they say that, right?
Yes.
She's
So-
not here. She went to pick flowers, and she's not here. She went to do
Yes.
something
So
else.
it's like you're basically coming to the door to collect her, and they say, "I'm sorry, she's in the field collecting flowers," as one of the coy responses.
Yes. So you do
So
that.
that you have to come around again.
Yes. So then, when he does finally ask me, I said, abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
Because I say, abso-fucking-lutely. Anybody who knows me in life, in the road, we know each other a little bit of time, can attest that I say, abso-fucking-lutely. Like if you had a trademark for it, I would be the guy.
That's your
I was
NFT.
saying it before Big.
That's
before
your
Mr.
NFT.
Big. I was saying it before him. I got witnesses. It's like when he
Like
said
six-
it, I was
like
like,
6
this
years?
motherfucker.
Like 6 years before him.
No, I'm talking Mr. Big, Sex in the City was the one that he says it.
He said it in the reboot.
He says it like throughout the show. I was saying it before that, motherfucker, I promise.
I know. I'm saying 6 years before.
So, that's why I said it. But when I said it, apparently it took the wheels off that we can now, turn it into an NC-17 wedding where my wife started talking like a truck driver. She was like, yeah, you want fucking vows? You want fucking vows? Or what? You want Terry, he want fucking vows? Or what? Whoa.
I didn't do that.
Whoa.
Did I?
Fuck out of here. Bro, swear to God, she turned into like...
I did.
She turned into like MJ from Flatbush. She was saying, yeah, what? Who was fucking Val? Who you laughing at? You fucking think he's funny up here? You think you're fucking so funny? Oh, whoa. What am I, fucking clown? Terry, hey, who's here? Oh, look who's here. Hey, well, yeah, suck my dick. Whoa. She was like, what?
They say
What?
marriage doesn't change you.
What? That happened during the English part. So like she was cool during Farsi.
Yes.
And when English, she went dice.
Respect.
She turned into like Dice Clay, bro. She's like, her vows were the nursery rhymes. Hickory dickory dock. What?
Oh my God. So yeah, I mean, I definitely turned into I heckled. You heckled me. I
Shut the fuck up. What?
Do you remember? Do you remember how you felt in that moment?
Yeah, like, oh man, look, I should get a restraining order. This bitch is crazy. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, it was good times. It was good times. Yeah, that was definitely a wedding for the ages. That's the other part too that you people don't know. Like anybody that has anything negative to say about the wedding,
Most people don't though. They're like the
But
best
if you
wedding
do,
ever.
bro, you don't get you are probably not fun at parties, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know,
right.
like the people that,
Yeah.
like there's people that still tell me to this day, yo, bro, that was the greatest wedding I was ever at. That I know that like we're there. It was, it was a really, 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 really good time.
It really was. And
Memorable.
It was beautiful.
Memorable.
So we didn't
Does
even
Evelyn
talk.
listen to you? Does your friend Evelyn listen to the podcast?
Oh, shout out Evelyn. Yeah,
I was just
she's kind of a
thinking
bitch about it.
I was just thinking when she walked into the wall,
glass.
bro. That was fucking
She walked through the glass in front of all the
I
groomsmen.
know all the groomsmen were waiting to like, to go down the aisle together. This is before I had to wait for you for that. So this is actually, but she's coming to go sit to a seat and she's walking, cruising, and she's waving to us to say hi. And boom, she walked right into the fucking glass, like thump, like, it was the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen.
I know. She still talks about that.
Yeah,
That was
that's
definitely
how I
her
say hi
favorite
to her.
moment.
Listen, to the day I die, I'll remember that. That was, and every one of my friends will too, because we still talk about it. Yo, remember that broad? She got a concussion. She got CTE,
Oh, what's that stand for?
That's for that concussion like football players get when they get too concussed. I've heard that joke about her. So
The wedding reception room was ethereal, all pearl
Oh yeah, she
From
really.
the
They made that room
ceiling
crazy.
to the floor. It was just like walking into a dream.
And they really fucking, they banged that out in a day, dude.
And our altar was the most beautiful rose arc that I've ever seen. It was like the Arc de Triomphe made of roses, green and white, green leaves, white petals. That was my dream.
And you had your flower, you had your wall.
The flower wall was for the the hors d'oeuvres. The flower wall was in the hors d'oeuvre pre-ceremony, post-ceremony, pre-reception.
Yeah.
We never really did bridal pictures together, you and me.
We did, but I was already a mess.
Oh, okay.
I was already a mess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a do-over. We didn't really do photos that well. I don't have any pictures with like Carrie O'Grady, Jen Sawala, Craig and Brandon. 0 pictures.
Yeah.
At all.
I got pictures with the groomsmen.
Yeah, but that's it. We don't have any other pictures.
That was it.
And
no, we don't have any pictures. It's aside from what you guys see on the show. That's it.
We have nothing.
Yeah, I got some, other pictures.
Someday we might
not
find
much.
that.
But I don't know what we lost with that. But that's one of the reasons that you do. One of the advantages that we have with reality, we have a video documentation
Unless our
of our
photographer
wedding.
still has it.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure.
I don't think he does.
No, he might not. It's a long time. It's 4 years. Might not.
Yeah.
I mean, how long you save that shit?
I don't know.
I mean, how many weddings has he done on TV though? So maybe he does save it for
maybe
to show other people. That's fingers crossed. But I emailed him and he hasn't responded.
Maybe it's the wrong email address.
Maybe it is.
I'll ask Craig.
Maybe he's avoiding me.
Craig knows.
Craig knows.
Craig Ramsay. So wait, every time we talk about this, it starts like getting all the memories rush back in. I feel like the way I imagined us talking about the wedding, it's not like, it's like the stuff that you said, but for me to be able to really sink my teeth into what a woman wants, what a girl grows up dreaming about for her wedding. All in all, it was beautiful. Nobody other than me fucked anything up. Maybe a little bit the dressmaker, but other than that,
I was tipsy.
Vows were great. Everyone was drunk.
Yeah, because
my mom was dancing.
The night before, we had the rehearsal dinner, and there was a lot of people from New York mostly.
Let's define what we had instead of a rehearsal dinner.
Yeah, we want to.
The classic definition is that at the rehearsal dinner, the bride and groom and the bridal party practice walking down the aisle in the church.
Yes.
It's about 30 minutes long, and then you get invited by the father or mother, parents of the bride, for a dinner, and then everyone goes home early. Well, no, that's not what we did. We were like, wait a minute, if we're going to get married on Sunset Strip, let's take all of your friends and family that flew here to the ocean. So we purposely said, let's do a dinner by the sea at sunset.
So Santa Monica.
Which it was.
Yeah.
Marina Del Rey.
I'm sorry.
And it was at dusk so that everyone had a taste of the
Yeah,
ocean
it's nice.
and a taste of a sunset. And then we went into a nicer dinner, and it was a beautiful night, and it twinkled.
But we didn't practice a thing.
There was no aisle to walk down.
There was no practice.
And we didn't.
And there was a lot of booze. Like, we got shit-faced.
Before I even got there, I was drinking like a bottle of wine in the car.
And then it ended at Saddle Ranch. I think one of my friends went on the Bull. It was, everybody was real tipsy. So then the wedding's the next day, man. So, it kind of just kept going. But, yeah, my only regret, like I said, at the wedding was that I smoked too much cigarettes. I kept going outside to smoke cigarettes, even by myself. I'm happy I quit.
Have we bragged about the fact that our dinner was surf and turf? The dinner at our wedding was surf and turf? Because that's kind of a big brag. Like, if you can serve lobster tail and filet mignon.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, it was nice. It was nice. Your mother got like 2 dishes.
Oh, so yeah. So our wedding entree was lobster tail our wedding entree was surf and turf
Yes.
maybe a vegetarian option.
There was a vegetarian. It was
I
surf
mean, there
and turf.
wasn't.
There was no.
There
that
were
was
like
it.
3 vegetarians at our dinner.
But that was the choice. It was vegetarian or surf and turf. It
At our
wasn't. There
wedding.
was a lot of choices. It was 2. You get the surf and turf,
Right.
or you get a vegetarian.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't see
Actually, there
anyone
was a
say,
chicken
give me,
plate,
there
too.
was a chicken.
Yeah,
there
we had
was a
big shots.
chicken.
There was a chicken.
And I remember
was a
the
chicken.
vegetables were like called young vegetables.
Yeah.
It was like the one where like the carrot was like that baby long sprig with the green hairs on top. And then like the purple potatoes.
Yeah, listen, everything was
like it
fucking
was
top-notch,
really
man.
nice.
Everything was top notch. It
And
really
the
was.
service was excellent.
Yeah.
And it was right by the kitchen, so there was no cold food.
The fucking
Everything
wedding cake
coming
was
out.
delicious. Wedding cake sucks. But like I hate wedding cake.
Apparently
Ugh.
we saved some.
The wedding cake was fucking
I don't
delicious.
think we have it
like
anymore.
he put his heart and soul in it. You know, there was like 4 levels of deliciousness. It was like holy shit. So yeah, everything was
Why did we
everything
not-
was top notch, man. It really was. It was a great day. It was a great day. We had a lot of fun.
We don't have enough freezer space to keep the cake.
No. I
But
wouldn't
we
touch
did-
the cake. No, let's not get
But people freeze their
well,
cake.
people are stupid. That's
I
fucking
agree.
crazy.
I know.
4
That's a
years,
little
you can have-
odd.
it's nuts.
All right, so what's our do's and don'ts? So next time that we circle around to this topic, because I feel like my balls are going to drop 2 hours after we're done, and I'm going to have more to say in the future. So a preemptive recap
That
will be
wedding
coming
could be
soon.
talked about. We could have a podcast about the wedding. You know what I mean? Just about like that could be it. Because that shit was crazy, man.
When you're a bride, you have this inability to sit down and focus with people.
You
So
have an inability to sit down with focus with anybody anyway.
I focus with Nini all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Undivided attention.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
Like 2 lasers.
Like refereeing a fucking butterfly
Like a
race.
single laser split.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
twin flames.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say you're kind of in a little bit of like a wedding haze. So if that's what happens, just expect it. Don't be upset. You're gonna, after you walk down the aisle and you have your pictures and you're just sitting there at your head our wedding was not one long table with everyone sitting with it. Like we had ours arranged where it's just the bride and groom, and then everyone had round tables.
You know, the one advice that
I
would-
liked that.
the
I
one-
thought that was cute.
The one advice I would give is, you know,
Oh, I forgot to talk about the wedding seats, like the seating arrangement. Yeah, the seating arrangement, like how you assign people. We did a really good job of that.
yeah, my side of the room was my side, and your side of the room was your side. Wasn't that big a deal?
No,
We nailed that type of shit quick.
no. Like when you have a table that you have to decide, like how you're going to group people together that
Yeah.
don't know each other.
Yeah,
We did a
no, I
really good
understand.
job of that.
We did an excellent job.
You guys, when you have your wedding, don't be selfish and not think about other people having a good time. The reason why people had a
See,
good
I
time is
dis- I-
because we made
that-
sure
I was gonna
to be
just say-
thoughtful about putting people together in a way. Like I could have put Lawrence Zarian at like the wrong place, but I thought like, no, I think he'll get along with so and so.
Yeah, I disagree. I think that my one piece of advice would be that, you know, everybody worries about other people on their wedding day. You know, you might worry about your parents. You might worry about don't, man. It's your
I
day.
didn't worry about my mom.
It's your day. I'm just saying it's your day. Don't worry
I
about
didn't
any
worry
of the
about
other
the McGuires
nonsense.
not being able to be happy. They're you know,
Don't
they
worry
know how to
about-
stand on their own feet. You have Jimmy. They all had each other.
All I'm saying is everybody just don't worry about anything else. Worry about you. Worry about you and worry about the person you're marrying. You two have a blast. Don't worry about anybody else. It's your day. It's your day. It's nobody else's. And it's the only, if it's the right person, it's the only one you're ever going to have. So
There's no
enjoy it.
question about that. I know that by the time that even the things that went wrong, the mistakes that I made at the altar in my vows, I didn't at any point feel like you're not going to love me.
No.
I knew that like we
It was
are-
us. It was us.
We're
it was
better
very much us.
than our mistakes.
But it was very
Our
much
love
us.
is truer than this. Isn't like a dog and pony show that is going to make or break our relationship.
No.
And you know, when you wake up the next day and your wedding is in Us Magazine and E! News or whatever, I didn't have to panic thinking that you're going to judge me and be disappointed by me, even though you had reasons to be disappointed in me and let down. I didn't feel like your love for me is going to be compromised. And so foundation that our love is supposed to be built on was strong.
Yeah. Like I said, our wedding was very much us. And if you're getting married, your wedding should be very much you.
And if you guys, the people who did, because there are the haters, like the ones that were like, you were such an embarrassment. I'm like, I know. You don't need to tell me that I embarrassed you. I embarrassed myself. Like, I don't even know you. I know that I should have done this differently. I know. But it's also like, go do what your own wedding and let me tell you what you could have done better. Like, or, you know, the fact
ours
that
is definitely more
go
memorable
be
than anyone's.
Exactly. It was boring, I guarantee it, and predictable as fuck. And everyone has seen a bride walk down the aisle a zillion times. How often does she stop and greet the people who came on a plane to say hello? Because again, I appreciate the people who have to get a dog walker and a babysitter and pay for Ubers and go to the airports and, you know, take their shoes off through the security and, you know, find a hotel and blah, 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 blah,
airplane
before they even get there. Exactly.
Yeah, man.
So I was very mindful of those people and I really cared about them and I was happy to see their faces.
Yes.
And to some extent, it was me being in the present in that moment.
Absolutely.
So the final thing about what I'll say about those boring people is my favorite thing you said today is they're probably not a real fun at a party.
No, they probably suck at a party.
Probably suck at a party.
Yeah, man.
That makes me feel better.
For sure.
The only other thing that I loved about the tradition that I always wanted was that we had a hangover next day barbecue at our house. To me, that was the cherry on top. Is anytime you do, like, we didn't do a wedding destination weekend getaway, but it was a destination for all of your friends that came out. And so everyone wakes up. Some of your friends like went on a hike that day.
Crazy.
I mean, and then
some Terry and Richie went to fucking Disneyland.
Yeah.
You fucking nuts.
And then as soon as you wake up, guess what? The party goes on. The party continues. We had a catered, boozy, all you can eat buffet.
Yeah.
By our pool, in our yard, in our house, and it was just went on.
It was very gluttonous.
The second you wake up to the second you pass out.
It was a good time.
That was fun.
There was a bunch of
everyone like laid out on the floor.
Yeah, you got to realize a lot of these people
on the cushions and floors.
My friends, especially, you know, they got kids, but they've had kids for a minute. You know, their kids are 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. You know. So they were like, you know, like I said, man.
You have some kids that are applying for college.
Yeah, no, this is like the fall of Rome for them, bro. Like we were fucking.
Yeah.
It was very gluttonous, you know.
So I love.
We had a real good time, man.
That was another dream come to fruition.
We had a real good time. Listen, 10 out of 10 was on my wedding experience.
And you know what? If there are things that
even the vows, man, they were legendary. Like I said, I laugh now. You cursed at me like a sailor. You cursed. What the fuck? Who's this lady? Yeah, fuck out of here. All right. Who's with me, motherfuckers? Mic drop.
People were shocked.
Yeah. Whoa.
And Mike was like,
whoa. Stay back, fellas.
Yeah.
She's all mine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, you know.
Hey, man.
It's called loyalty.
Yeah, you only live once. But all right, I think we beat this horse to death, as I like to say. We covered a lot today, so we didn't really get to any Q&A. But you got anything else you want to add on the way out, babe?
Thank you for marrying me.
No problem.
You're welcome too. And yeah, send us your questions. And by the way, don't forget to like, subscribe our YouTube. Our merch is up on the website tillthedirtpodcast.com. And
yeah, I'm trying to speed the video right now. The video is taking a few days to get up on YouTube of these episodes. If you want to watch it, I'm going to try and speed that up. But you can always see these episodes on YouTube.
I know what I wanted
if you
to
want
say.
To watch them as well.
You guys, if you are loving this podcast, please feel free to text our link to anyone you know that would also love it.
There you go, kid.
Okay.
All right.
My skin is soft.
Very. Sergeant Soft Skin. All right, folks. See you later.
Bye. Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of Till the Dirt with Tommy and MJ. We're so happy you're coming on this journey with us. It would mean so much to us if you would rate our show, give us 5 stars, leave a nice comment, and subscribe so that you can stay up to date with all our new episodes. You could also follow us on all platforms at Till the Dirt with Tommy and MJ. See you next week.